Visual Studio Basics, creating a Windows form using text boxes, labels, and buttons. Begin by opening Visual Studio and create a new project using the Windows form application template. To help explain text boxes, labels, and buttons, we will create a basic form. To help explain text boxes, labels, and buttons, we will create a basic customer information form for understanding. In the top of the form it says Form 1. This can be easily changed by looking to the properties in the bottom right-hand corner. Scroll down until you find text. Here you can change the header for whatever suits you best. We'll change it to new name just so you can see how it works. We will begin by applying some labels. On the left there is a Visual Studio toolbox which contains numerous amounts of different things. However, this tutorial is only using labels, text boxes, and buttons. Find the label in the text box and drag it to the form. Repeat this for how many labels will be needed. This form will be using 5 labels. They're going to be named name, address, state, zip code, and phone number. When the labels are first dragged onto the form, they will say label 1, 2, and so on. Click on the label and look at the Properties button to the right. Change the label text, scroll down, and make the change to what is needed. In this example, the first label's text is changed to name. To make things easier, change the actual name of the label so it corresponds with the text names. To do this, at the top of the properties list it should say name, and then type in the appropriate name. In example 1, we will name the label name LBL. This way it is known as what the label is and won't be confusing. Repeat this for the necessary labels. And one more. Next, text boxes will be placed on the form to correspond with all the labels. Begin by finding the text box in the toolbox and then drag it onto the form. This is the same as dragging a label to the form. Again, we will need 5. Once all the boxes are in place, begin by renaming them with the corresponding labels, just like it was done for the labels. The first label on the form is name label, so the first text box will be named name text, TXT. The last step in this tutorial for the example used is to apply a button. To do this, find the button control in the toolbox and simply drag it onto the form, just like was done for the labels and text boxes. Then change the name accordingly. In this case, we will change it to Submit. Lastly, change the name of the button accordingly. This will be changed to Submit BTN for button. These are the very basics to creating a Windows form in the Visual Studio using labels, text boxes, and buttons.